News coming in, viewers, is that there will be a BJP core group meeting at 11 a.m. today. A BJP core group meeting which will, of course, decide on the future course of action in terms of when to approach the governor to state claim to form the next government of Maharashtra. Also, what we're learning is that eventually BJP MLAs will also sit down with all coalition partners, which will include the Eknath Shinde rebel camp in one meeting. So the Eknath Shinde rebel camp will be making its way to Mumbai to attend that coalition partners meeting where Devendra Fadnavis will be chosen as the leader of the legislative party, as the leader who will be leading this coalition in the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. We are also hoping and hearing, as far as the news is concerned, at the moment we are hearing is that Devendra Fadnavis, in fact, will be sworn in as the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra, possibly tomorrow, because there's a likelihood, is what my colleague, in fact, Himanshu Mishra, who's bringing us this report, is telling us, is that there's a likelihood that in the BJP National Executive meeting, which will be, in fact, attended by the top leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Hyderabad over 2nd and 3rd July, Devendra Fadnavis will be attending that meeting, in fact, as the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra. He would have been sworn in by then, so he will be attending that meeting as the CM of Maharashtra. My colleague Nagarjun Dwarkanath is in fact joining me live at the moment from Goa. So Nagarjun, the news is coming in right now is that there will be a meeting, a crucial meeting of the BJP MLAs as well as those of MLAs from other coalition partners who will in fact join hands with the Bharatiya Janata Party to form the next government of Maharashtra. So it looks very likely that soon the Eknath Shinde camp will have to make their way back to Mumbai, bringing this entire sojourn, so to say, that they've been on from Mumbai to Surat to Guwahati to Goa, bringing it back to base camp, which is Mumbai.
Well, that's true. Ideally, post-lunch is what we are told, that they'll make their way to the airport, and the flight time is around 45 minutes. And the same SpiceJet charter flight is still at Goa airport, where they'll all fly back. And the two buses that were dropped have left the Taj property here, but most likely post-lunch it will come back. And what we also have picked up is that last night they had a celebratory dinner. All the Eknath Shinde camp MLAs had a celebratory dinner, not because Uddhav Thackeray had resigned, but it was that they are the real Shiv Sainik and they are will be representing the real party, is what the message was conveyed. And all the MLAs did speak to each other and congratulated each other that the real Shiv Sena has won today and the Dainas have been defeated, is what the message was conveyed. And today, like you mentioned, 11 o'clock is the meeting, the core committee meeting of the BJP. At 10 is when Eknath Shinde and camp will also meet here in Taj property, Goa, and most likely post-lunch is when they would make their way and give the letter of support to BJP, and the time will be decided as to when to meet the governor of Maharashtra and go to the Raj Bhavan to stake claim. And of course there will be a floor test post that. The big question is, will Eknath Shinde go alone, or will the whole camp go? 40 odd MLAs that have been holed up here in Goa, will they all make it? That's the question that we are just looking at. But most likely, in all certainty, post-lunch is the time that we are looking around 1:30 to 2:30. In that time gap, that Eknath Shinde and the camp will make their way to Mumbai.